Okay, so the last step of this is adding on the lines to make it look like lined paper. If you have a ruler that has both centimeters and inches, that would be the best, because I found that the 1 centimeter mark is pretty good, especially for the size of our sketchbook paper, to do the blue lines. So when you do that, you'd be turning your paper sideways. Okay, and you're going to, just like you've done when we've measured other things before, line up your ruler so it's straight across one side. And then you can do this first in pencil if you're worried about mismeasuring. Otherwise, with your blue pencil, you can just make a little dash every centimeter. Make sure you have that black line lined up with the edge of your paper so you're actually measuring a true centimeter, not the first one being too long. And then you just got to make sure you're paying attention on where to stop, because you need that heading area on the top of the paper. So I would stop right around, let's say 26 or 27 centimeters. Let's stop at 27. Okay, and then you do the same thing across the top. Make sure you're lining the ruler up. Okay, and a dash every centimeter. The blue lines go all the way across the paper, so you don't have to worry about stopping where that red line comes across on the left-hand side. This is where it's important to make sure that your colored pencil is nice and sharp, and then again, make sure you stop when you get to 27. Okay, and then just like when you made your grids, line up both sets of lines, and just very carefully make that blue line all the way across. When I do my ruler, I always make sure I leave what I think is a little too much room, because you need a gap for the thickness of the pencil. Now once you get close to your little canyon hole thing, you're just going to pick up your pencil and skip through that section. So I'm not quite there yet. Again, just like before when you measured grids, if you see that things are going the wrong way, if they're not looking straight, then stop and see if you must have mismeasured or marked something wrong. Okay, so there's my thing. So if it's just a little black area, you can probably go through it pretty safely, but in general, once you start to hit this hole, you're just going to lift your pencil and then continue once you get to the other side. And that really helps create the illusion that this was on a real hole in lined paper, because the lines stop. So slow and steady here. It's a real bummer if you worked really hard on this shading and then you rush through this part. So make sure you hold your ruler tightly down so it doesn't sway on you. Oops. See? Oops, I actually drew in there, but luckily it didn't show up. Crazy. Please stop and sharpen your pencil if you need to, if you're getting a dull edge and you're having a hard time being precise. It is worth it to take 2 seconds to sharpen your pencil. Things are sliding on me. Here I'm stopping and starting a few times. Make sure you watch out for that. Last one. Okay. So that's one part done. Oop. Oh, oopsie there, but it's all right. All right, so now we're going to measure in, let's see, about 4 centimeters, maybe a little less, 3 centimeters. Let's do 3, about 3 centimeters from the edge of your page. If it doesn't look right, you can slide it a little in or a little out. I actually have lined paper, so if you want to get lined paper and measure to see what the actual distance is, by all means. So same thing, I'm going to make a dash at the top and the bottom. That way I know my line's going to go straight and it's going to be the same 3 centimeters across the top as it is across the bottom edge. And that again also goes all the way from top to bottom. Okay, and lastly are the circles. Now I do have circle stencils that you can use. What I did is I actually took a lined piece of paper, which is smaller than my sketchbook paper, but I lined it up to about the middle. Oh, thanks. Hands are shaking. And I just traced the circles with regular pencil. So there's one. And then because the paper is a little smaller, I just shifted it a little further up for the top and bottom ones. A little further up from the bottom, a little further down. Because you're doing it in pencil, you can erase it and fix it if needed. Actually, I do think I made that one a little too low, or a little too high. I'm going to shift this one down a little bit. I think I said that backwards. A little lower for the top, little. Oh, I can't talk. Just find where it looks good. Holy Lord. Okay. Once you do that, you have your finished illusion drawing. And, if you have any smudges or smears, you can try and clean them up. But, lined paper usually does have smudges and smears, so probably is not the worst thing in the world to have it be a little messy. And there you go. So good luck. Ask me if you have any questions. Make sure you turn it in when you're done. Make sure your name's on it or on your sketchbook. And have a lovely time.